I took on a job on the strength that I've dealt with this person several times on several of his bigger content shoots, and he'd always paid, my fees, but there was a reputation that he didn't pay. I kind of got a little naive to it because I was like, well, he's always paid me, so this can't happen to me, right? And I was wrong. He approached me about shooting a sponsored ad for him, and it was for a big company. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't a big deal. We agreed on the price and everything was fine. He asked if he could get a net 15, but that he would pay me a deposit. Fine. Had an invoice with a contract built into it, sent it over. He sent the deposit, so we're good to go. He had a 1 week turnaround time, so I turned it around in time, delivered, cool. So next, I'm supposed to get paid. And the day the net 15 was up, I sent him a little friendly text like, hey man, it's the 15th, just pay the invoice when you get a chance. And didn't get a response. My initial thoughts were, okay, well maybe he just, is busy, or whatever. So a week goes by, and I hit him up again. I'm like, hey, just want to follow up with you about the invoice and everything. And this time I get a response, and it wasn't a response that I was ready for. His response was, hey, I've never not paid you, and I'm waiting on a check to clear from the company. And I told him, well, honestly, that's not my problem, what you have going on with the company, because I wasn't in contract with the company. I was in contract with you. And he told me it was my problem. So I hit him up again, probably about 2 weeks later. I was like, hey man, do you have a ETA on that and everything? And he told me by Monday I'll give you an answer. This was like a Thursday. So I waited until Thursday and didn't hear anything. So Friday I sent another message. I'm like, hey man, I really need the money. You know what I'm saying? We're going into Christmas time and I would really like to have that money. I got some things that I had planned for it. And he told me that, why are you tripping about the money? I've never not paid you, and, I'm gonna pay you. And I said, that's fine. I was like, that's cool. I was like, I just really need a little bit more communication with you. Honestly, if you could just get, communicate with what's going on your end, I'm not going to be unreasonable. I didn't hear anything back from him. That was December 18th. And I didn't hear anything else from him again until January, mid-January, where, I reached back out and he said, basically, he'll pay me when he wants to pay me. So I contacted my lawyer. And then I found a Reddit page on him, and so basically he was a scammer, but he had the allure of being on and being rich and having this luxurious lifestyle, but in reality that's not what it really was at all. He was getting by with not paying people. I went from supposed to be paid on November the 25th to not actually getting paid until March the 18th. Let this be a cautionary tale to everyone to always get a contract, put every terms and condition in that contract, and don't let it slide, man. Never let it slide. Fight for your money, fight for your dignity, and fight for your name, always, no matter what. So that's my story.